Alright, surprise, surprise. We are live here with the Stock I-4 class. It's been a while. It's been equally a very long while since the last actual broadcasted event. But we got 7 cars lined up for qualifying. 2 big drivers here today that I think are picks to win. By far, Evan Varney and RI Club, they are going one after the other. There's also Dakota and a couple of other pretty good drivers. We're going to put that stream up on announcements. There we go. And first out is going to be Caden Frazier. You are clear to go on the track. You're going to have 3 laps here. This track currently so far runs on the bottom. Move ourselves to the infield. Lap 1 for Caden, it's a 10.872. Lap 2, purple sector 1, the white flag coming out for Caden Frazier does not improve. Here comes Caden out of 3 and 4 on the high line. The checker flag's gonna wave. And that will complete his qualifying. Make your way off of turn 4. Once you head to turn 4, we'll let the next car out. Green flag out for Racer. Racer in the, I believe, 22H. Apparently a 4-cylinder driver in the real world. Let's see what we can do here. Out of 3 and 4, his first lap. Coming up high off of 4, it's a 11.394. Green sector 1, now down the back straight into 3 and 4. Second time by, sees the white flag wave. Here's Racer, an improvement 11.260, but they got 1 to go. They're going to hit that inside wall off of 1. That actually gives them a purple sector 1. Here they go out of 3 and 4. The checker flag waving. Can they go quick time? No, they cannot. All right, make our way off through 4, please. And up next is Evan Varney. Evan Varney in the 72 as a bright green car. Making his way onto the circuit. Here is Evan Varney. One of the picks to win today. He's going to slap that inside wall off at 3 and 4. Purple sector 2 goes an 11.840. That doesn't help him very much, but a purple sector 1 this time around. There goes Evan out 3 and 4 to see the white flag wave. He goes second on the board, 11.002. Another purple sector 1 for Evan Varney. The anxiety's killing me. Checkered flags out. He goes quick time with a 10.866. Couple thousandths right there up ahead of football player. Green flag is out for Dakota. Sorry about that lag. But Dakota now out on the track. That is the black car. That is the black number 51. Dakota currently first lap in. It's a 10.952. Third on the board so far. Now around for lap 2. The white flag on the way for Dakota. 1 and 2, green sector 1, some improvement there. Gonna see the checker flag wave. And he's gonna stick in third with a 10.952. But folks, there's a heavy hitter on the track. That is a 7 Italian car. That is the RI Club. Your podium steer from today's Porsche Cup feature. He's out on the track. Got 2 podiums today on the Roadcourse. Now trying something that's pretty much a polar opposite, but he's notoriously good at the stock I-4s. Lap 1, it's 11.249. Green sector 1 here for the RI Club. Out of 3 and 4, the white flag waves, and he goes quick time, a 10.601. 1 more to go for the RI Club. Can they go quicker? Checker flag waving out of 3 and 4. At a purple sector 2, but he's going to live with that 10.01, 601. That's a very solid time. Green flag is out nets for Darktail. Let's see what they can do here. The number 3 car. They are on their phone, a bit of an emergency driving here. Gonna have a couple laps. And lap 1 is 14.866. Good looking sector 1 this time, but he's gonna have a little lag on the back straight into 3 and 4. White flag will be out this time. 12.866. 1 to go. Checker flag waves. And that will be it. Try to go back into staging, see if you could set a better one. Pull it off of 4. Alright, the green is out for Connor. Connor in the Gatorade 75 out on the track in red, white, and blue colors. Very patriotic. We just had our 250th anniversary of this great nation just the other day. We're out onto the track. Let's see what Connor does. A 11.729 that first lap. That's a bit of a late apex off of 1 and 2. 3 and 4 to see the white flag wave. 11.416. 1 to go. Huge lag spike on my end. Checker flags out, and Connor goes second on the board. 10.683. Racer, you already went, by the way, so pull it back in. Same thing for... guys, let, I think it's everyone for qualifying, but let Darktails get one more shot. So, Darktails, please move back out into staging. We're going to be divided into 2 heats. Alright, green flag's out for Darktails, one more chance. Alright, lap 1, 20.922. And here comes the white flag. This time by, it's a 16.047. Alright, so the final lap here for Darktails. Go high off of 3 and 4. Does look like lag. Alright, that'll put you in the back of your first heat. So if you can stop there off on the back straight. Alright, so we're going to be divided into 2 heats. We're going to write that on announcements real quickly. There is, I believe, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's going to be 4 cars in Heat 1. And 3 cars in Heat 2. So we're going to write your lineup. So if you're odd, it'll be in Heat 1. So Heat 1 is going to be the RI Club on the inside. To the outside, Evan Varney. Dakota on the inside. And then Darktails on the outside of row 2. Heat 2, you guys will be just hanging out and staging. I'm just writing it out real quickly. This will determine your positions So if you're odd, you're going to start the main from the inside. It'll be on the outside for if you're in Heat 2. And looks like okay. It's going to be Connor. Outside of Heat 2 will be football player and then racer. So once again, racer setting 87. All right. Dakota, move up to the outside. And we're going to give a dark. I think it's just going to be you two, actually. So we're down to 5 cars. Hence again why I don't feel like really running this league or this class. So it's going to be a 10-lap heat. You guys are going to get 2 pace laps. Pace speed is going to be 20. It's actually be that much. All right. We'll clear the board. And if you guys are ready, actually, real quick AFK check. Hop out of your cars. All right, if you're ready, hop in your car. All right. Lights are going yellow. I would prefer if you guys stay on the outside as best as you can on the start. So try to be in the middle, RA Club. All right, Dakota, you're going to go a little bit faster on the corners. Try a little faster on the corners if you can help it. 1 to go. Lights are out. And green flag. All right. Well, here is Heat 1. We got 2 cars. It is side by side, but the RA Club with the initiative will run. He takes the lead. Dakota not far back. There's a good chance to learn what RA Club is doing out here. Has a purple sector 1 this time by, but it's definitely bounds for improvement. RA Club with a 10.850 at first lap. It's improvement after improvement. Alright, cross flags are out. We are halfway done with Heat 1. Just a few to go here. The RA Club with, I believe, 3 to go now. It's had a steady race. 2 to go for the RA Club. This is the last chance for there to be a 2-lap shootout. And here is the final lap of Heat 1. So whatever happens, happens. We are making our way down the back straightaway. The RA Club Alpha 4 wins the Heat number 1. Alright, if you guys can pull it off of 4, can Heat 2 come out now? We're going to need Connor I mean, who's football player? All right, so for Heat 2, we're gonna write the results. All right, football player, we are waiting on you. Your heat's up now. Remember, pace speed is going to be 20 miles an hour. You guys are going to have 2 pace laps. Make sure the system is all in working order. I'll change it again once you guys cross the line. All right, you guys are going to be pacing on the middle lane. If you're on the inside, I prefer you guys to kind of go a little bit wider so the start's a little bit more fair. Can everyone hop out of the car? There's just a quick AFK check. Remember not to pass the car ahead of you until the row ahead of you until you cross the start-finish line. For you, racer. Anyways, I think we're good to go yellow. All right, 20 miles an hour. Please go 20. Do not be going crazy speeds here. Cars, the outside road needs to keep up. Almost looks like going a little bit fast here, Connor. All right, lights are out. And out of 3 and 4, the green flag waves. Connor will take the lead. Football player Caden right down the inside, but we got side by side for the second place spot. Here's Racer down the inside of football player. Racer pushing through down to the outside, a crossover. Racer down the inside, taking the lead for a moment. We go 3 wide for the lead. 3 wide off of 4. Looks like Connor's at the front of the field, but just barely. Here's Racer with a run down into 1. Connor takes the lead back. Racer down the inside. Connor with a crossover move down to the inside. Here's football player Caden looking to stir up the pot. Racer back to the lead. Connor now fighting it out for second place. Racer's going to take that lead as we are closing into the halfway point of heat number 2. Here's Caden around the outside of 1 and 2. Connor down the inside. Caden building up speed off of 3 and 4. Goes side by side for second place. Football player down the inside. Connor around the inside now. Crossover. Football player taking second place. Racer, he might have started at the back of the field, but he has made his way all the way up to the front off of this heat. It's looking pretty good here. 3 to go. Our field is kind of making their grounds where they can, but they seem to be spreading it out. Connor hits the inside wall off of 1. It's going to cause a little bit of time. 2 to go here. Racer going to see the white flag up. Connor, your laps don't look right, but that's okay. I can see what's on track. Caden taking the outside line, trying to rip the top. Here's Connor down the inside off of 3 and 4. Racer wins. We are side by side, but football player carrying speed. He will take second, I think. Looks like he got second. All right. And that'll do it for heats. You guys can actually line up on the front straight. We'll be lining up by row. This will be your lineup for the main event. Let me write down the results. Racer, football, Connor. On the inside of row 1, it is going to be the RA Club. To the outside of row 1, it is going to be Racer. Row 2 on the inside will be taken up by Dakota. To the outside, it will be Football. And in the back on the inside, it'll be Connor. Going to clear out the extra cars. It's going to be a 50-lap main event with caution laps. I was thinking of doing reds for the heat, but until we hit the last 10 laps, we're going to stay. We're going to do pace cautions. Knowing it is dirt is generally a little bit looser. If your car gets stopped and you get back going, we will keep it green. But if you completely stop your car is completely looped around, that will bring out a yellow. So there will be a little bit of leniency. Oh, Darktail. I kind of missed the heat, so you want to just watch this? Anyways, we're going to have 5 pace laps. I need everyone to hop out of the cars as a preliminary AFK check. See, there's Football Player. We'll change all of your laps to -5. Once you guys back in, all right, I see. We'll change to -5. Once you guys cross the line, yellow lights are out. Go in the car if he goes. We have our main event here for the Stock I4s. Figured. I'm going to stay in the infield. Let's get that outside row up. And please try not to go too fast. We are yellow. We're not green. Football Player. Yep. Outside row up. Alright. Alright, Club, you need to go higher when you're in the corners. You have a... This is what I was worried about. Alright, we're gonna have 1 to go. Remember, no passing until you cross the start-finish line. Racer, please move up. You're going too slow. Need Football Player up. Okay. Lights, yellow. Oh, yellow. Had a lag spike. Alright. Watch the lights. Green flag. Allowed to pass Dakota in Football. Got Racer making a move down the inside for the lead, but the RI Club pushing it off of 2. It's looking pretty good there. Dakota down the inside, battling out for the podium position, side by side with himself and Football Player. We go 3 wide for 3rd. Dakota's going to slap that inside wall just a little bit. Meanwhile, Racer putting pressure on the RI Club. Football Player making his grounds up into 2nd place. Football Player moving up into 2nd almost. Looking at the rear bumper of Racer. The RI Club is going to lead us off here. Football Player looking at the inside of the 22H. The 7 Italian car making ground almost a whole straightaway ahead of the field. Racer going to slap the inside wall. He falls back to 4th place. Dakota absorbing that 3rd place spot. We are going inside. Side by side for the 4th place position. Now 3rd. Racer will get away from Connor for the time being. Football Player up in 2nd place. Dakota putting pressure. Racer putting pressure on Dakota. There's a 4-car pack there for the 2nd place spot. The RI Club off in his own battle. Football Player gets a little bit ahead for the time being. We got a crossover for 3rd. Dakota extending. And he'll be up in the 3rd place spot. Racer back in 4th. Racer's making some ground there in the early portion of this race as we're about to complete 10 laps. Dakota gets a little bit dicey there with the Racer. Football Player hitting that outside wall, the hay bales. Off of 2. They're going to keep that 2nd place spot. We go side by side between Racer and Dakota for the 3rd place spot. A crossover off of 1 and 2, and here's Dakota with pressure on football player. Racer looks to get into that battle a little bit here. We go 3 wide into 1. Dakota back into second place. Football player in third. Racer falling right behind, but he's still in the fight. He's still in the midst here. There's 3 trophies today. 4 Americans, 1 Italian. We might be playing the Italian anthem. Dakota across the line. He'll be up in second place. Football player taking the outside line. Racer currently in 4th place, but with some pressure here on the 21, driven by football player. Alright, Club might be looking at his first lap car. That is Money Man. That's Connor. We'll say the lineup we have for at least it's a small field, but it is a very well-skilled field of drivers. Dakota, currently the 2nd place car. They ended up with the podium during the Ross mod race earlier. Did actually finish ahead of the RI Club. The RI Club is just having a lot of issues with the consistency, but this is a completely different track. Connor will fall a lap down almost. Here goes the RI Club down the inside to secure that. Remember, every caution you get, you'll get a lap back. Up, and looks like Connor's going to pull it off. Only because of 4 cars here. Dakota currently still in 2nd place. Our field's kind of spread out, but we're watching this race as it goes. We are closing into the halfway point. See the RI Club closing in here on Racer, potentially put him a lap down. Racer's going to hit that inside wall. We got a yellow. RI Club's going to go across the line. Racer, you'll get a lap back. That's your first strike. Go to in 2nd. Football player 3rd. Racer, get your lap back. We're going to pace on that outside lane. Right, well, we're down to 4 cars. Looks like Connor pulled the gun early. May not have been the move to make here. Field's reset. We're 20 miles an hour here on the take the outside lane, please. All right. Next lap will be going green. So lights will be going out next lap. The lights are out here. Football player, watch yourself. Racer, watch yourself. Green flag. And the green comes out. The RI Club going to lead us off. Dakota with a battle for 2nd. Football player sliding out the rear. Dakota with some pressure on the RI Club. Over halfway done with the race here. RI Club across the start-finish line. Still leading us off here. Dakota in 2nd place. Football 3rd. Racer rounding out the back of the field. Looks like we're kind of starting to develop a bit of a flow state here, it seems. Drivers are starting to get used. Drivers are kind of starting to get a gauge of where they run. They're kind of just running that consistency. See on the board, you see, well, actually, here's Dakota with a slide chop into 1, almost. Our football player sliding into 1. Around the outside, putting pressure there on Dakota. Dakota's going to hit the inside wall off of 1. Football player going to slide on by, takes 2nd place. Dakota falling back to 3rd, but they're still right behind the 21. All right, Club, still leading us off, and we got about 15 to go once he makes his way across the line. Racer slapping the inside wall a little bit. Does hurt his race somewhat. Got a huge lag spike. Good. It's about a car length here between Dakota and football player. Looks like Dakota might be gaining a little bit of ground back on the 21. Just a matter of getting these lines through 1 and 2, 3 and 4, getting the lines of the corners right. It's a very technical track, about the smallest track these cars have ever raced on. It's just about too short to counter steer, actually. So you're pretty much four-wheel sliding into the turns. Like I feel it's kind of spraying out here, but it's pretty good here for the RI Club. Again, they've shown a lot of domination in the Stock I4 class throughout their entire time racing here. And they show that they still got what it takes. They've gone from 10 down 9 to go here. Dakota's putting as much pressure as they can on the 21. Looking at the inside off of 2. RI Club off of 3 and 4. Taking down those laps. 7 to go. Football player seems to have a... Oh, the RI Club hits the inside wall off of 1 and 2. He'll keep the speed going. He keeps the lead. Got bent out of shape. Doesn't hurt him too badly, though. Football player trying to hold off Dakota. Dakota got very close into 1 and 2, but he's just not quite within fighting range. 5 to go now. The RI Club off of 4. Laps are ticking down. We are at the last leg of the race. There's Dakota putting pressure on the rear left quarter panel of Football player. 3 to go for your leader. Again, Dakota right on the rear bumper of Football player. 2 to go this time by Dakota down the inside. To crossover for second place, but Dakota gets tied off his exit. 2 to go. Off of 3 and 4, the RI Club gets the white flag. We are side by side for second place, but the RI Club has ran a race of domination. Football player under attack by Dakota. Dakota down the inside. It's going to be a crossover move, and Dakota gets the position. The RI Club wins it. Dakota gets second place on the last lap. Football player will take home a podium, and Racer will come just 1 spot short. We'll give it out to your race winner, the one that has reigned so much domination, shows that he has it still in him. The number 7 of the RI Club. We got a podium off on the paddocks area, by the way. First, get our victory lane photo with the RI Club, and then we'll get straight to the podium. All right, good. Tick in 3, 2, 1. Please don't float bomb. I'll teleport you back when the podium's ready. Alright, well, we got that victory lane photo for the RI Club. And let's get to our podium. Actually, let me give you guys some drinks. We'll play the Italian anthem, but first, drinks. So, get your red 40 juice. Here, Dakota, you too. And we have a podium over in the pits area. We're just using these ones from over here. And thus concludes the 2026 Patriot Grand Prix. It's a bit of a lighter load this year, but we still had 5 races. So that's an overall pretty good result. Let's step up my podium. play the Italian anthem, then we'll play the music, of course, and then we'll get on to interviews. Alright, well, let's get on with their interviews here. So, give it out to your race winner, the Alright Club. Alright. So, meet you. Alright, the Alright Club. It is your first Stock I-4 race back, and it looked like you ran a race of, again, as I said, domination. What happened in today's race?
Fire. I mean, I was just driving Sunday pace, Sunday drive. These new gens suck. Ang still got it.
I see. This is your first time racing the Stock I-4s on this particular track. How did that run like for you? That was ridiculous.
Well, I think you saw it on track how it went, but yeah, I mean, it's a dirt oval. It drives like any other dirt oval. They're all round. They're all the same. It doesn't matter.
All right, well, you had a pretty good race here. I know that, with a one-off event like this, uh, that this is probably the race you probably Loki cared the most about this weekend, I'm assuming. Uh, is there anything else you want to say before we move on down the order?
Well, to all the people wondering why this series got stopped, this is why. I kept winning, and this is, I think, my 10th win in the series.
All right. Well, thank you there. Let's get a word out of Dakota now. It's a second place in a row today. Uh, what exactly went down today's race? Looked like there's a lot for you.
I fucking suck. That's all it is. I need to be
All right.
better. I keep finishing second. Gotta be better. That's all it is.
It was a very interesting.
I have
Sorry.
done I've done like 6 races with y'all, and I still keep finishing second. I just need to be better.
It's surely coming someday. I promise you. You got that winning pace in you. I can assure you that. Of course, with Berlin being the next race, uh, that might be a little bit more up your pace. But what was that move going on in the last lap between you and Caden?
Well, I have to remind myself because I like to really shove the car into the corner and kind of. I'm a little weird. I like to just shove the car into the corner and kind of just micromanage my steering a little bit. And these cars just didn't like that, and I had to kind of remind myself as I have to back up the corner and kind of be a bit more smooth with things. And um, that last lap, that last 2 or 3 laps, I'd say I just said, you know what, relax, pull back your marks. I can still get second, and that's what I did. Was I just pulled back my marks a little bit, just um, braking a little bit earlier, trying to keep more center speed. That's all that was just more center speed. So, because if you tried to be aggressive with the car, you would just go straight. And if you're going straight into the corner, well, the car's never going to turn, and you're going to push up the track, and you're just not going to make time like that. So, the only way to make time is by backing up the corners and getting the car to rotate. So, that's what I did.
Well, you get to take home a second podium. The win's coming at some point. I know it is. Just with your overall pace, you definitely have it in you. Uh, love the battle. You made the race very interesting today, so I got to give you credit for that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Anything else you want to say before we move on to Caden?
Uh, can we just race Berlin tonight? That'd make me feel a lot better.
I wish. I gotta set the track up though.
All right. Well, that's it for me.
All right. Enjoy your trophy. I'll send the RBSM in your DMs. Up next we have Caden Frazier, and Caden had a bit of back and forth race. At least gets their second podium today during this year's Patriot Grand Prix. So that is a unique trophy that's now yours. But what exactly went down today's race, Caden?
Yep. These cars fucking suck. I'm sitting here driving it. I have a pace. I have someone in my ear fucking screaming. I lose my pace. Then I fuck up. Then I lose everything. That's my night in a nutshell. That's all I'm gonna fucking say, because that's all I can say. There you go.
Okay. But we're going to move on to Racer Sill. Your first time out in the Stock F4 is a bit of a back and forth race. You had a hell of a heat, I'll give you that, but looked like the main event was a bit rough.
I'm happy to win the heat. That's all I care about. I just care about a race, and I want a heat.
That's fair enough.
I love these cars. I actually found these cars really fun. I don't get if everyone hates them. I found them pretty fun.
So,
I found the setup's really good. It's just I kept hitting that wall down in the inside, and it just kept slowing us down. I did think I could try to pull a podium today, but I guess I'll try next time in a different class, because this is gonna be gone now. There's always, trying.
We'll see. If enough people, push me to try to run these, we might do something like this in the future.
Yeah, bro. I don't know why football's so mad, bro. He got a podium, and I sucked all main event. Yeah, I don't know what's so bad about that. I've been pretty happy if I got third today. So, when is next race?
We'll be racing on Thursday at Berlin Raceway. So, with the midgets.
Okay.
Is
I have time for
Oh,
that
that's
then.
nice.
Hopefully we'll see you there.
Is Rock's Mod Friday then?
Yeah, Rots Mods Friday,
Rock.
7 p.m. Same time as always, as usual.
Okay.
With the horse.
I might just retire from Weekly Series so I could just race this league.
That's crazy.
Because I like this league way more. It's funner. So, yeah, let's just. I hope the Midgets could treat me the same how these cars did. If there's heats, I guess I'll try to get another heat win. Good job to the people that got podium. They were better than me, obviously. So, I'm gonna leave now.
Well, thank you there, Racer. And that wraps it up for the Stock F4 feature. Wasn't a big field, but had a good amount of racing, especially between Dakota and Caden. Caden clearly a bit frustrated with how the cars went like today, but he put up a hell of a show. Gotta give thanks to all the drivers that showed up for the races throughout the weekend. I know some of you guys couldn't make it to today's event, so still thanks to those that made to all the events actually throughout the Patriot Grand Prix, whether it be WFRA's Porsche Cup, the Rots Mods, Midgets, of course these two, whichever you guys felt suited, and we'll be seeing you guys on Berlin Raceway this Thursday. So that'll wrap up the Patriot Grand Prix, and we will see you guys in a few days. I actually kind of feel weird running a race on Thursday. It's about 4 days from now. So, thank you guys for watching. Again, that will be the stream.